I'm here with Lindsay Martin, co-owner of Kirkwood Academy, here to talk today about the past of Kirkwood Academy and where it all began. So Lindsay, tell us about where you and Carolee were in your careers when you first met.
Okay, well, we're both from South Africa. I was with a company up in Johannesburg, and I'd moved down to Cape Town. I was involved with the theatre and set design and painting, and also on the stage as stage manager. I joined the company down in Cape Town, and Carolee was a dancer. She had been for a good 10 years a professional dancer down there, and I noticed on the stage, and it was kind of a little bit instant for me, but it took her a little longer. But finally we got engaged and got married. And then I got involved with other things after that. I went to television for a number of years, and Carolee continued dancing until later we had 2 children. And then we decided to come to Canada. And when we did that, we joined Dolores Kirkwood, who was originally from New Westminster, but they'd asked her to come over here on a daily basis just to teach some of the kids here. The parents had actually got together, and finally they decided to start school. It was about 1976. And this was 1986, and Carolee taught for Dolores for about 4 years. And in 1990 she offered us the studio, so we bought it from her. And shortly after that we decided to try and get bigger premises. And so we made an offer on Edgington Hall, which was for sale there by the city, because it was an old fire hall, and we managed to get the bid.
Was there a lot to be done on the building in order to turn it into a studio?
Yes, there was a lot. A couple of people were apprehensive about it, actually, because the one thing they had was the big main hall of the fire hall had a big pole right in the center. But we looked at that, we knew we could extend on one side, and then we closed it off completely. So the pole actually still is there, but we made 2 studios out of that. And then that continued for a while. We decided we really needed a studio. Well, there was the bays where the fire engines were, but unfortunately it was 2 rooms. So it had a big dividing wall. So we had to put a big beam in it to hold up the whole roof and everything like that. We made that into a big studio, extended it slightly. So we've been running like that with 3 studios for the last bit.
What do you envision for Kirkwood in the near future?
We're considering doing a bit more of an expansion. That's down the pipeline, and possibly with a 4th and maybe even 5th studio at some point.
Can you tell us how the production aspect of Kirkwood began?
Yes, well, in South Africa, with Carolee's studio, we'd really done a few productions. So we were quite keen to do that when we came here. They performed a lot on stage here, but they'd never actually done full-scale productions. So what we decided to do is Peter and the Wolf. We put that on at Rutherford when Rutherford still had a little theatre there. And it went down very, very well indeed. And so we thought, well, what else can we do? So we decided on Capalia. So then we put on Capalia. At that point, we put on at Bevan Park. The theatre wasn't built then, of course. So shortly after that, we decided, no, we'd really like to put on something more like Nutcracker. So we did. At Dolores' school, they also got involved in productions over there, and we involved ourselves a little bit there, and they became the Royal City Youth Ballet Company. But we decided to keep it in as our Kirkwood production. So we're doing it over this period of time, over the last 20-odd years. We've put on Sleeping Beauty, we've put on many musical theatre productions as well. And there's still so much more to do. We've got a wonderful depth and wealth of talent, and they all seem to love the stage. They really get out there and do their thing, and the quality is, we think, is excellent, and I think it shows. They're very at home on the stage. So, you've asked me a lot of questions now. What do you think about the studio and the buildings and productions and things like that?
Well, I definitely think that Kirkwood has a lasting legacy in Nanaimo, and that it's flourished for all these years, and it just continues to grow. So I just find that absolutely so impressive that you and Carolee have extended the love of dance to all the students in Nanaimo that are willing to, expand on their knowledge and passion.
We often meet people who've gone through Kirkwood. Often we have a number of people who brought their little children to Kirkwood. So I think it does foster a love of the arts, and so I think it's one good thing we try and do. And of course, the other thing which we try and do is make sure that the people, the children are very fit, strong, they have motivation. I think it's a really good thing for them to do, and that's what Karen and I believe in. takes a lot of effort from, as you know, from yourselves and everybody else to keep this whole thing together, but well worth it in the end, I think.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for meeting with me today,
Sure,
Kenzie, to
no
talk about
problem.
this.